Have you ever thought that more stuff could make you happier, only to feel emptier than ever? Discover how one woman's year-long journey without shopping transformed her life, and learn how it could change yours too. In a world where happiness is often tied to what we own, Cait Flanders dares to challenge the norm. Through her raw, honest journey of a year-long shopping ban, she discovers the freedom and joy of owning less. This audiobook isn't just her story. It's a guide for anyone ready to redefine their relationship with money, possessions, and self-worth. Join us to uncover how consumerism affects our habits, how to break free, and why true contentment doesn't come with a price tag. Focus points: the prison of material things, how our possessions can trap us and create emotional clutter. What's your can opener? Identifying the essential versus the unnecessary in your life. Friendship never ends. Navigating relationships and social expectations without the pressure of spending. Learn to make, not buy to dump. Cultivating skills and habits that lead to lasting satisfaction, not fleeting joy. Sad siyas and relieved highs. Letting go of harmful habits and welcoming healthier ones. 1 year later, how Cait's year of less reshaped her mindset and her future. Conclusion: key takeaways, and how you can start your journey toward owning less and living more. Learning outcomes: recognize the ways consumerism reinforces bad habits and emotional dependency. Create a personalized shopping ban checklist to regain control over your spending. Understand that happiness and fulfillment don't require a full shopping cart. Learn to focus on experiences and relationships instead of material possessions. Gain inspiration and practical tips to live more intentionally and mindfully. This audiobook will inspire listeners to rethink their spending habits, declutter their lives, and find contentment in simplicity. Perfect for those seeking freedom from the endless cycle of consumerism. This is more than a story, it's a call to action. Focus point 1: the prison of material things. We often fail to recognize the deep connection between our spending habits and how we feel, act, and plan our lives. Modern advertising, armed with psychological insights, has mastered the art of convincing us that we need things we don't. It attaches a sense of necessity to products, creating the illusion that happiness, success, or even identity can be bought. Money, in this way, becomes an enabler, fueling habits that often leave us feeling trapped rather than fulfilled. But what happens when the money runs out, or shopping is no longer an option? Cait Flanders' story reveals a surprising truth. When stripped of the ability to buy, we discover how little we actually need. During her year-long shopping ban, Flanders navigated significant life challenges, including her parents' separation and a major career shift. Remarkably, she found that she could still enjoy meaningful experiences, like travel and personal growth, without splurging on luxurious accommodations or trendy self-care products. Flanders' journey sheds light on a powerful realization. Buying more not only makes us more vulnerable to life's uncertainties but also less resilient in the face of adversity. Letting go, as she discovered, was far less daunting than she imagined. Her story challenges us to reevaluate the role of consumerism in our lives and reminds us that true change begins with how we choose to spend, or not spend, our money. By embracing the lessons Flanders shares, we can break free from the cycle of overconsumption, reclaim our independence, and redefine what truly matters. It starts with a mindset shift, and Flanders' journey offers the perfect blueprint to begin. Focus point 2: what's your can opener? When we hear the phrase, change your life, it often evokes grand, dramatic transformations, like a makeover or a renovation. But real change starts with something simpler: examining what surrounds us. Our homes, often a mirror of our inner selves, are the first place where transformation begins, just after a new haircut, of course. Cait Flanders discovered this truth during her year of less. One day, she needed a can opener and realized she didn't have one. Her home was cluttered with objects that served no purpose, yet it lacked true essentials. This sparked a comprehensive decluttering spree. Starting in her bedroom and wardrobe, she began by removing clothes she didn't wear regularly. Most of us stick to a handful of outfits, leaving countless pieces gathering dust. By donating and used clothing, even those tied to outdated aspirations, like clothes from a different weight, she freed up not just physical space but mental clarity. Next came the living room and kitchen. She evaluated books, keeping only those she truly loved, and let go of the rest by donating or selling them. Trinkets and unused gadgets, like that smoothie blender you haven't touched in months, were reassessed. Even the fridge got a makeover, clearing expired items and fostering a more intentional approach to future shopping. But the most profound revelation came when Flanders stumbled upon 2 bottles of tequila and rum. These weren't just forgotten items. They were remnants of a 14-year battle with alcohol. Cleaning her home paralleled cleaning her mind, helping her confront the deeper patterns and needs driving her behaviors. Minimizing alcohol or any addiction is much like decluttering a house. It's not just about removal, it's about recognizing the voids and learning to fill them more intentionally. For Flanders, this meant finding healthier and cheaper alternatives to her triggers, like making coffee at home instead of buying expensive lattes. But she also acknowledged that some patterns require professional help. Flanders' journey shows us that small, tangible steps, starting with decluttering our spaces, can lead to profound changes in our lives. The can opener she sought wasn't just a kitchen tool. It was a metaphor for creating a more intentional, fulfilling life. Focus point 3. Friendship never ends? Once Cait Flanders had decluttered her apartment, she realized her journey wasn't just about possessions. It was time to examine her relationships and confront the habits that had fueled her shopaholism. Her compulsive spending stemmed from a painful relationship with an abusive partner. After their breakup, Flanders attempted to rebuild her life with material purchases: a new microfiber sofa, a $700 coffee table, new clothes, and even a car. These efforts to start fresh left her buried in $20,000 of debt. It wasn't until she leaned on a few trustworthy friendships that Flanders began to climb out of the financial and emotional chaos. However, not all relationships survived her transformation. As she embraced a minimalist lifestyle and focused on self-improvement, she grew distant from old friends whose pastimes revolved around shopping. Conversations about new clothes and shared shopping trips no longer resonated with her. Though painful, Flanders understood that leaving these friendships behind was necessary for her growth. This wasn't her first farewell. Years earlier, she had distanced herself from a circle of friends tied to her past struggles with drugs and alcohol. Each goodbye reflected a deeper truth. Change often requires letting go, and that's what makes it so challenging. Amid these losses, some friendships stood the test of transformation. Emma, an old friend, became a vital source of support. Their bond, built on humor and trust, endured Flanders' shift in priorities. Emma didn't judge her new lifestyle or decisions to drink less and work out more. Instead, she respected them and kept Flanders accountable. It was Emma who taught Flanders a simple yet powerful technique to combat impulsive purchases. Is this on my approved shopping list? Am I willing to trade it for something already on the list? Flanders' story reminds us that true friendships are rooted in deeper values, not shared bad habits. The right people will support your growth, even if it means redefining the friendship. Science backs this up. A review by the American Psychological Association revealed that high-quality adult friendships significantly lower mental health risks. A 2018 study in Nature Communications even found that close friends share similar brain activity during certain activities, showing just how connected true friends can be. As Flanders' journey shows, relationships, like possessions, sometimes need a thoughtful reevaluation. True friendship transcends change, offering support and accountability when we need it most. Focus point 4. Learn to make, not buy to dump. In a world where technology offers convenience at the tap of a screen, the temptation to overconsume has become a daily challenge. From food delivery to binge-worthy streaming and endless online shopping, our habits of convenience often lead to clutter and dissatisfaction. Cait Flanders, in her journey of self-discovery, realized that these habits were not as freeing as they seemed. Her struggles with binge-drinking, overeating, and overspending painted a clear picture. Excess doesn't equal happiness. It creates a cycle of regret and dependency. Though freeing herself from addictions was no overnight feat, every relapse brought with it a new lesson. One pivotal moment came when she impulsively made a purchase but, instead of going through with it, chose to cancel the order. This seemingly small decision sparked a profound realization. Not all mistakes are irreversible. Mistakes, Flanders discovered, are not the end. They are opportunities to recalibrate. Forgiveness and self-compassion are key to moving forward. Through her shopping ban, Flanders began uncovering a more resourceful side of herself. The turning point came while helping her friend Jen pack for a move. As Flanders admired Jen's handmade photo albums and creative prints, a question struck her. Why hadn't she ever considered creating things herself? She recalled how her parents prided themselves on their inventiveness, cooking, repairing, crafting, and wondered why she hadn't embraced those skills. This curiosity led Flanders down a path of self-reliance. She began cooking more meals from scratch, embracing healthier options. She even contemplated sewing her own clothes, turning the act of making into an exciting challenge rather than a chore. By redirecting her energy toward creation instead of consumption, Flanders found a new sense of purpose. Now, consider this. How much does learning a lifelong skill cost you compared to constantly buying and discarding? Investing time and effort into creating not only saves money but builds resilience and self-worth. Key takeaways. Mistakes don't define you. Use them as lessons to refine your path forward. Creation fosters empowerment. From cooking to crafting, making things with your hands connects you to your capabilities. Skills outlast trends. A handmade item or freshly cooked meal carries more value than a fleeting purchase. Flanders' story is a reminder that moving away from overconsumption isn't just about saving money. It's about rediscovering yourself and cultivating skills that enrich your life. As she learned, it's better to create something lasting than to buy something temporary. Focus point 5. Sad seas and relieved highs. Divorce is a seismic event, no matter your age, and Cait Flanders felt this deeply when her parents decided to part ways. As the eldest child, she had long been accustomed to stepping into the role of a third adult in the family. But when the news came, she wasn't prepared for how it would upend her life and the lives of her college-age siblings. The once comforting family dinners became an exercise in avoiding the unspoken tension, a constant dance around the elephant in the room. The news hit hard, stirring a whirlwind of emotions that Flanders had to process. She experienced the familiar stages of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and finally acceptance. But this journey wasn't one she traveled alone. Her friends Claire and Emma were her lifelines, checking in when she retreated too far and reminding her that hiding under the blankets might be okay for a while, but not forever. Flanders found solace in her work, often diving into it as a distraction. Some days, even completing a small task felt like a victory. In her book, she likened her parents' divorce to experiencing her own, emphasizing the profound emotional weight such a shift can carry for adult children. Letting go of perfection. Amid the emotional upheaval, Flanders turned again to the practice of decluttering, but this time, it wasn't just physical belongings she was letting go of. She confronted the imaginary version of herself she had always tried to become. The perfect Cait who would someday read the classic novels stacked on her bookshelf. The perfect Cait who would wear the little black dress that didn't suit her anymore. By releasing these expectations, Flanders allowed herself to breathe more freely and accept the reality of her present. Saying goodbye to the old version of herself made space for the real Cait to step forward. Caring for the real Cait. As part of this transformation, Flanders began to tune into her body's needs, especially when it came to food and self-care. She started tracking how she felt after eating certain foods, noticing patterns between what she consumed and how it made her feel. Junk food portions were gradually reduced, and as she listened to her cravings, she began asking herself 2 key questions. Why would I eat this if it doesn't make me feel good? What do I really want right now? These small shifts helped her align her actions with her well-being, reinforcing her commitment to caring for the person she was becoming. Key takeaways. Grief is a process. Even in adulthood, divorce can feel like your own loss, but having supportive friends can make the fall lighter. Decluttering extends beyond physical things. Letting go of unrealistic self-expectations creates space for self-acceptance. Mindful habits build resilience. Listening to your body and questioning your actions can lead to healthier choices and greater self-awareness. Flanders' journey shows that saying goodbye to the past, while painful, is necessary to embrace the future. Letting go of the perfect self is a vital step toward becoming your most authentic self. Focus point 6. 1 year later. At the start of Cait Flanders' decluttering journey, her goal was to tackle unhealthy habits and regain control of her life. A year later, her transformation was undeniable. Her confidence and self-trust had grown so much that her career ambitions had to catch up. Her parents' divorce remained a tender wound. But through her decluttering sessions, Flanders found solace. Ironically, she discovered her family no longer needed her to play the role of the third adult. Her younger brother Ben, the last to hear the news, responded with a stoicism that reassured her. It was a pivotal moment. Flanders could now focus on herself, learning that living a fulfilling life didn't require excessive spending. A budget-friendly break. One of her first acts of self-care was taking a long-overdue vacation. After 3 years without a proper break, she embarked on a budget-conscious trip, made possible through her savings and a generous blogger friend who secured free accommodations at the Ritz-Carlton. This experience was both humbling and enlightening, teaching her 2 key lessons. You don't need more money to meet your needs. Creative budgeting can lead to unexpected solutions. Spending less clarifies your priorities. The absence of material distractions revealed her true goals and values. Flanders returned from her trip with a renewed sense of purpose, setting the stage for a major life decision. The leap to freelancing. Encouraged by her newfound clarity and financial stability, Flanders decided to leave her job and pursue freelancing. This was no small decision. Her boss was also a friend and mentor, making the departure bittersweet. On top of that, uncertainty loomed large. However, she found comfort in her year's worth of savings, even if her financial target was still $1,000 short. Her journey taught her that the fear of failure is powerless against persistence. For every moment of doubt, like wondering if she had given up too much, there were equally joyful moments, like catching herself dancing in the kitchen, reveling in her newfound freedom. Key takeaways. Relinquishing control can bring unexpected relief. Recognizing her family's resilience allowed Flanders to focus on her own needs. Budgeting is a tool for freedom, not deprivation. Spending less isn't just about saving money. It's about uncovering what truly matters. Change requires courage. Leaving a stable job for freelancing is daunting, but careful preparation and self-belief can make the leap worthwhile. The journey matters more than the destination. Even if Flanders hadn't reached her financial goal, the growth she experienced was invaluable. Cait Flanders' story shows that minimalism isn't just about material possessions. It's about crafting a life aligned with your values and goals. Her persistence and willingness to embrace uncertainty ultimately led to a richer, more authentic way of living. Conclusion. A year can bring remarkable change when you commit to growth. Cait Flanders' story shows that letting go of unhealthy habits, clutter, and even long-held fears can make room for a more meaningful life. By clearing away physical and emotional baggage, she rediscovered old passions, embraced new opportunities, and learned to live with intention. Think of the moments you've spent sitting with sentimental items, books, toys, or trinkets, and the emotions they stir. Those reflections can inspire fresh ideas and signal when it's time to move forward. Start small, and if you're ready, consider trying a shopping ban to declutter not just your space but also your mind. Try this. Steps to your shopping ban. Define your ban. Decide what type of shopping you want to limit. Is it online shopping, impulse buys, or unnecessary store visits? Set a time frame. Choose a duration that feels realistic. 1 or 2 months is a good starting point. Outline necessities and avoid temptations. Identify what you must buy, groceries, toiletries, etc., and plan how to steer clear of impulse purchases. Establish your goal. Whether it's saving a specific amount of money or breaking a spending habit, having a clear end goal will keep you motivated. Redirect your savings. Put the money you save into a retirement fund or investment account. Watching it grow can be even more satisfying than a fleeting purchase. Make a list and stick to it. When shopping for essentials, create a list beforehand to avoid overspending. Flanders' journey is a testament to the power of mindfulness and persistence. A shopping ban isn't just about saving money. It's a practice of self-awareness, clarity, and reclaiming control over your choices. As she discovered, change isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Thank you for joining us on this inspiring journey through the year of less by Cait Flanders. This audiobook has not only explored the art of minimalism but also the profound personal growth that comes with it. Let's recap the key focus points and takeaways. Key focus points. Breaking unhealthy habits. Flanders confronted binge drinking, emotional eating, and impulsive shopping, demonstrating the power of self-awareness and resilience. The impact of decluttering. Letting go of physical possessions opens space for self-reflection, new passions, and emotional healing. Managing change. Navigating her parents' divorce taught Flanders to adapt, grieve, and move forward with the support of friends and self-care practices. Living with intention. Through a year-long shopping ban, Flanders discovered the joy of spending less, aligning her choices with her true values and goals. Financial independence. Small changes in spending habits empowered her to pursue a freelance career and travel on a budget. Self-acceptance. By discarding the image of her perfect self, Flanders embraced the person she truly is and found peace in simplicity. Recommendations. Start a shopping ban. Identify non-essential spending, set a time frame, and focus on your end goal, whether financial savings or personal growth. Declutter regularly. Begin with sentimental items or items you no longer use to create space for clarity and creativity. Invest in yourself. Redirect saved money into experiences, education, or a retirement plan to build a meaningful future. Practice self-awareness. Ask yourself, does this make me feel good? Or what do I really want right now, to guide your decisions. Find support. Surround yourself with friends and loved ones who encourage your journey of growth and self-discovery. The year of less reminds us that true fulfillment isn't found in material possessions but in mindful living and authentic self-expression. It encourages us to let go of what doesn't serve us and make room for what truly matters. This story isn't just about decluttering physical space. It's about clearing emotional and mental clutter to live with purpose and joy. We are grateful for your time and interest in the year of less. Your support means the world to us. If you found this audiobook insightful, please like this video to show your appreciation. Subscribe to our channel for more transformative audiobooks. Share it with friends and family who may benefit from its lessons. Listening is a powerful tool for language improvement. Remember, the more you listen, the better you speak. Keep engaging with our content, and you'll not only grow personally but also enhance your English fluency. Thank you again for being part of this journey. See you in the next audiobook.